back. And yeah, welcome to episode 7. Today I wanted to just talk about how Psalms 23, the first verse that just says that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But today I thought maybe I'd focus on what's been I've been trying to dive into more, what being the Lord being our shepherd is, So I've been focusing on that. Obviously this is from Psalms 23. I encourage you guys to go read it. But yeah, the Lord is my shepherd. I decided, I don't know how, but I was like, you know what, let me see, because usually I read the NIV version. And so I was like, let me see how, the Message version, how it describes this, how it puts it. And it was like, God, my God, no, God, my shepherd, exclamation point, I don't need a thing. And this is, go NIV, it's, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So yeah, it was like, God, my shepherd, I don't need a thing. So yeah, and then the Amplified version was like, the Lord is my shepherd, and then after the word shepherd, in brackets, you find the words, or it says that to feed, to guide, to shield me. And yeah, I think today I just want to dive into what a shepherd does, what the Lord our God does, for me personally, to make it, like a little testimony. I remember in first year I used to live in I live in a private accommodation, so it's not on campus. But my first year, I lived very far from campus. I did not know anyone. Yeah, man, it was tricky. First year is another conversation I feel like we need to have, especially as a believer, but first year I lived far, not even a bit, I lived far from campus. And so the place where I lived had a shuttle, but because it was only it had specific hours, I would normally bolt. I was moneyed first year, but I would normally bolt or I'd just walk. Walking to campus was probably like a 25-minute walk, and then on good days it was like a 15-minute walk, which is far, guys. I was not used to walking like that on a daily basis, but yeah. So if I wasn't using a shuttle, which was most of the time, I would use a Bolt. And if I just wanted to save money or thought that I needed to take the stress away, I would just walk. So yeah, I would walk to campus. And guys, I had practicals. I remember I had practicals, my chemistry practicals. They would usually start at 2:30, and on good days they would end at 5:30. Bad days, when the things are not doing the things, it's 6 o'clock. So 5:30, if it's summer, I would usually walk after that, because I felt it's still early, the sun is still out, Obviously winter, I would then bolt. If the shuttle was available, then I would use the shuttle. But I was just thinking how when I was walking right around 5:30, mind you, the route that I used was, I don't want to say private, not private, but there were not a lot of pedestrians, if you get me, It's a residential area, so everyone's indoors, there are no people in the streets. It's not like kids are playing, no, everyone was indoors. So when I would walk, I would usually meet 5 people on the way to where I lived, But yeah, I would have everything in my backpack, my laptop, phone, everything that is an asset to me. My worth was in that trainer, that backpack. And it amazes me that in all those times, I never encountered an attempted robbery, or I was never robbed, or I don't know, man. I was walking alone, guys. If I wasn't walking with a friend, most days I was walking alone, and it's 5:30, and I would meet guys, as a woman in South Africa, and you just meet men, and then you're like, do I do? You know, like, Holy Spirit, please help me. Let them not do anything. But yeah, when I encountered those men, they'll usually just be like, hi, are you okay? Sharp. Even the, you know, the guys that recycle bottles, maybe they'll be looking and stuff. Guys, overall, that fear is still there, but nothing would happen, you know. Instead, I would be met with friendliness. They'd be friendly and just greet me, and I would move along, you know. So the Lord was my shepherd. He's still my shepherd, but man, I get that he was my shepherd back then because he was protecting me, guys. Let's be real, South Africa is wild out here. The crime rates, and just being a woman is tough in this country. So the Lord was my shepherd in me walking alone during those not late hours, because it wasn't late, but I was walking alone in hours where, you know, things could happen. Five to six, because sometimes I walk like at like 6 on like during summer, and nothing would happen. I have my laptop, everything is in my backpack, and nothing, no attempted robbery, no, you know, kidnapping situations. Like, guys, I was thinking about it. Oh man, I know it seems small, but that was God. God was my shepherd. The Lord was my shepherd. He was protecting me when I was walking alone. He was protecting me when I felt like, there is a group of guys by that corner, like, what do I do? He was protecting me. He was guiding me. He was leading me. He was there just in front of me, and I was walking with him. And I sometimes think of, because there were moments where usually as I was walking on that route, I would meet someone and would start talking, and that obviously the pace of, you know, walking would become slower. And now I'm thinking, and maybe would meet a group of guys, or I don't want to sound like I'm discriminating, but just a group of people, and nothing would happen. But now I'm thinking, what if I was walking alone and not with this person? What would have happened, you know? So we don't know. I don't know, but I really, really believe that there was grace in that, and the Lord was being my shepherd. He was doing his things. And yeah, man, so a shepherd will protect you. A shepherd protects his sheep. He leads his sheep. He leaves the 99 for his sheep. If that other one is lost, he will leave the others and go look for the other one. He protects them from the wolf. He guides, he leads. And guiding and leading is not really the same thing to me, because leading is being number one. He goes before me, and then guiding is right besides me. So the Lord is our shepherd. He leads us and he guides us. He's walking in front of us and besides us. So yeah, man, that is it. I just really wanted to share this, to remind us that, you know, that verse, or that Psalms 23 is something that we've been taught even in Sunday school, memorize it, but it has such a deep meaning, you know. Just in the first sentences, the Lord is my shepherd, and when I look back and saw that he was truly my shepherd, even in the small things like walking to school, he was there, he was protecting me, nothing happened. You know, things could happen, guys. I'm a woman, like, things could happen. We know as South Africa, we need to pray about it, but a lot of things happen to women, and you read stories where you're like, she was walking and then this happened, you know. So the Lord was my shepherd. He's still my shepherd, and I just want to thank him for that. So a shepherd protects, he cares for us, he tends to our needs, he lays down his life for his sheep. And yeah, I know to you guys watching, there are so many stories that where, you know, and looking back, where you know that, wow, that was God and he was being my shepherd, you know. Even in my life, besides that other story, even in my family, my parents, you know, there were situations where things could have happened and I could have lost both my parents, but because the Lord was doing his thing, nothing happened, no bruise, no anything. And that was just God being a shepherd, laying down his life, protecting. Guys, I want to emphasize the word, the thing, protection, protection from God. Wow, it's just grace. But yeah, I read somewhere, I think I'll just, put it right there, but it's a devotional in the Bible app, and it's Psalms, so it's studying Psalms 23 in a way, and he ends it off by saying that it is his good pleasure to give us the kingdom. And this is what the shepherd does. Imagine it is his good pleasure to give us the kingdom, and that blew my mind. So yeah, guys, the Lord is our shepherd. He is such an awesome God. Let us give thanks for those small graces, for those small miracles that, you know, nothing really happened when I was walking. Nothing happened to me, you know. And I feel like there were opportunities, guys, but because God was with me, he was protecting me, he was being my shepherd, nothing happened. So yeah, all praise to the Lord. But yeah, that's it. That's all that I had for today. Thank you for watching. Please share, please comment down stories that you might have where you felt his protection. You felt that, wow, things could have happened, but God protected me here. Yeah, guys, please share.